See if Ronnie comes back in. Send him a link. Let's see if he comes back here in a second. That's the only problem about these type of streams. When you get a phone call, it messes up the whole damn stream. So let me see. Let me see. Let me see if he comes back in. I think I sent it to him. Mm, you there, Ronnie? All right, let me see. You there, Ronnie? Do. He's got it. All right. I think you got it now. I think he's got it. All right, guys. We're back. We was talking earlier a little bit. There he comes. There he comes. All right, he's back. He's back. All right. You see me now, right?
Yes, I can see you now.
I told her, I said, don't call me now. I said, I'm on an important call with, rock and roll legend here. I don't want to be in the dark, man.
Well,
But,
technically, you're in the dark right now.
what?
Technically, you're in the dark right now.
Well, I'm in the dark, but you can still see my ugly face. So that's a good thing.
Unfortunately, yeah.
It's like a touch of gray with, Grateful Dead, man.
Triple dead. Yep.
Yeah, we're back, David. I'm sorry about that. I got phone call whizzed. Okay, it messed me up. But so what were we talking about? Okay, yeah, I remember we was talking about the bucket
Bucket
list. The
list.
bucket list.
Yes.
The bucket list. I know you were talking about there's some bands that you hadn't seen or she hadn't seen that's on that bucket list that um that you want to see.
Nine,
Which ones were they?
Nine Inch Nails.
90. Oh, you never got to see them?
No, they never. They hardly ever come to Florida.
Oh, what was it? No, no, you didn't go to that. You didn't go to that Rockville, but then that they got canceled, didn't they? Wasn't they the one of the bands that got canceled
Yep.
with the rain? So that would have sucked. That would have sucked. Um, my friend Dylan, he's I think he got to see him. That was one of his favorites, and he got to see him like recently. The guy that lives he was with us on Devin. He was up there, on that band when we did the interview.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yeah, he got to see him. He got to see Rammstein. I know you want to see Rammstein too, right?
Yes. That would be one. That would be
He
another
got
one.
to see he got to see them with that when they did that tour this last year. Um, Let me try to think. You saw Metallica, so I know that's was off a bucket list. So y'all got to see them twice actually.
Yep.
That's I've seen them back. I saw them in Miami back on the Deathmatic tour.
Uh-huh.
Like 15 years ago. They were amazing. That was an amazing show. Trying to think who else on that bucket list.
Let's see here. Avenged Sevenfold. I like to see them.
Okay.
I like to see Shinedown. Still haven't got to see them yet.
Really? Okay. They're in Orlando a lot. I know they come to Orlando a lot. I've seen
They
them a
were
couple
they're another one of the ones that got canceled at Rockville.
because of the rain. Yeah.
Yep.
That would have sucked, man.
Yeah,
Because
I would have been pissed because that would have been one of the reasons I would have gone.
didn't Corn get canceled?
Yep, Corn got canceled.
Guns N' Roses got canceled.
They could cancel Guns N' Roses for all I
Well,
care.
I'm just saying, but that's you're talking massive headliners getting canceled. I think I don't know if the Foo Fighters were
Well,
that
Foo
one.
Fighters canceled because their drummer died.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So they canceled and pulled out of their whole tour.
yeah. 40 people watching. What's going on? People hit that like button. We're talking about rock and roll and metal. So if you love metal or rock and roll, hit us up in the chat.
Yeah, Guns N' Roses, Dave, highly overrated in my opinion. Well, let me rephrase.
I would have liked to see them back in
Some
the
members of
heyday.
Guns N' Roses are highly overrated.
Well, I would like to see them in their heyday. I wouldn't. Not now. Axel, he kind of sounds a little rough. I mean, it's like Motley Crue, man. Good lord. I mean, you see, he looks like a big potbelly pig up on the stage now singing.
Well,
It's
people do, and when you get into your friggin' like 60s and 70s,
Well,
Shit don't should be like it used to.
well, I saw them back in the like 1999, I think it was, and they were starting to get a little rough. It's like Kiss; they were starting to get a little rough then. But dude, he looks like a big potbelly pig up there on the stage now.
Yeah, Potbelly Pig, you know, is a little bit thinner.
Now I've seen Slash by. Now he was talking about Guns N' Roses. I saw Slash in one of his other bands. It was not Velvet Revolver, but the what was that? Slash Snake Pit, I think it was. He
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, I seen him do that. Now he's amazing. Now Slash is amazing. If you ever watch Slash, but Axel, I mean, if you, I would like to see maybe back in their heyday when they were first coming out, or even when they were touring with Metallica. But they were pains in the asses. Then you remember they jumped off. They what they did to Metallica. When Hatfield got he got burnt and he just didn't even finish the set and they caused that big riot. But even then they were still at their prime. But now I don't know, they're pretty rough right now.
Yeah.
But now so like, if you know old band like Maiden is amazing still. They're alive. Their live sets are really good. Have you ever seen them, Maiden, Iron
Nice.
Maiden,
No, I have seen I did see Maiden, I think, like, in
in the
'96?
'90s?
Yeah, somewhere in the '90s.
Yeah, yeah, I'd advise anybody to get a chance to see them. It's an amazing show, amazing show. Reset, the sound is good, and the show is I mean, they hell of a stage show, but the sound is really good on them. Um, I'm trying to think. We've both seen Mance. I was gonna say Manson's touring again. I saw he was touring with Five Finger Death Punch, I think it is, or
Yep,
somebody.
I believe
I
so.
just seen that tour come out. It's kind of odd. That's an odd pairing, but
It's a very odd pairing.
yeah. See, and now I would think he would tour with Zombie and Alice is the Freak show. That would have been the Freaks on Parade tour. I think him and Zombie did that like 2 or 3 years ago,
They
but
did well, they did that, like, back in the '90s sometime, like, '95,
yeah, yeah. But
'96, I
Jim,
think.
that would make now that I could see it, but that's kind of odd. Him, that's a sort of odd pairing. But hey, he toured
Well,
like
I mean,
5 years.
he's gotta Manson's gotta take the tours that he can get now because,
Well,
all the
yeah,
stuff he has
yeah,
going on.
yeah. All them phases, and plus he ain't toured in 5 years, so you got to get out there. You have to go
And also
tour where you
also
can tour.
also all the bad publicity he's got last
Yeah,
year.
yeah,
He needs to get, try to get hook on with someone that's got
yeah.
a little bit of star power so people will come out.
Exactly, exactly. I seen let me see who else I've seen tour. I saw Slayers, and Slayer got reunited. They're going to start
Really.
touring again. That's like wow. I was like I've
I'm
seen them in the
surprised
past. They were very intense too.
I'm surprised Slayer hasn't been slayed.
Yeah.
Those guys gotta be, like, God, they're probably older than Metallica.
They're old, but they sound good, man. They still sound good. They still sound pretty good though. Um who is it? Pantera, but Pantera got back together, but it's hard,
No.
without
That's
Dimebag and all that.
that's not Pantera. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You don't
it's
have
not.
Dimebag, you don't have Vinny, it's not Pantera.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know they tour. I know people were, yeah, but I was like it's tough, man. Especially you lose like a Dimebag or something. It's like losing Slash and Guns N' Roses. I know
Yeah, exactly.
they got Kentucky Buckethead, but it's just not it's not the same.
Well, you look at when Slash and all the other guy when it was just Axl and he got, like, all new band members and still called Guns N' Roses, like, it
Well, yeah,
sucks.
he had the Buckethead guy. What was his name? Buckethead or something like that. Yeah, he
It
had a
wasn't even
chicken.
worth remembering the names.
He had a chicken head. He had a KFC bucket on his head with eyes popped out. It was messed up. I was like, who the hell is this guy? He said Axel is just as bad as Lars. Yeah, he is sort of. They're egoistic. Buckethead, yes, Buckethead.
At least they reined Lars in a little bit over the years.
Yeah,
Axl's still a dick.
yeah. Hey,
Never
Metallica. You could replace. To me, you could replace Lars, but as long as you don't replace Kurt, man. As long as you don't replace Kurt Hammett, you're good. I mean the bases they've replaced, multiple times, but Kurt
you
would
know,
be a very man. Kurt would be a tough replacement, man.
you
Because
couldn't
he's
replace that. After all these years, you
man.
couldn't replace that.
Some of the riffs he does, man, it's just
That'd be
like
like that would be like trying to replace James.
well, yeah, well, dude, if James something happened to James, like he got burnt that time. It's tough. There's only a few bands has ever been able to replace their lead singer and be as good or better. I mean, but Iron Maiden won, AC/DC, but AC/DC both are equally good. That's all I would say. Them.
Yeah.
Bon Scott and I were equally good. Now Iron Maiden they did a very good replacement, but it's very very tough. I mean, look at a lot of these bands. Like
AC/DC got lucky to a degree because they hadn't gone global yet.
yeah, well look at these bands. Drowning. I'll say Drowning Pool for one. Drowning Pool hasn't did nothing since their lead singer died. Yeah, they got back. They got a new singer. They've got two new singers actually. They went two different singers. But have you heard any hits or anything they've did since that first album after he died? That first
Nope.
album was amazing, man. We saw it. We saw them live there, at
Yeah,
Ozfest.
but well, it was Big Sale.
Yeah, I bet
They didn't come out, and they didn't come out to the Ozfest we went to. They weren't out yet.
Yeah,
they came out later that year, but they weren't on that. They weren't on that Ozfest lineup.
they're on the next one. The next, did you go to that?
Yeah, they went the next year.
I saw. You might not went to that. That was the one your car broke down. Was that the one?
That's the way. That's when my Blu-ray was on the way.
Yeah, because they were out in the stage. It was weird the way they had the stage in. You had to go under the tunnel. It was out like in the parking lot. They had a stage. It was like a flip around stage. And they were out there, and it was like
because that was the year I got pissed because Zombie was going to be there that year. Mudvayne was there that year.
Mudvayne. Yeah, they've got back together. They're a really good band. Really good band.
Yeah, they put on a good show at Rockville.
Yeah. So Buckethead released
294
mini albums. Wow. Mini albums. But yeah, man. But like I said, man, it's hard to look at I know even like some of the older bands, what was like, oh God, like Skid Row, they replaced Sebastian Bach, they ain't nothing since they. I mean, it's tough, and
you know your career has gone to shit when you're arguing with Chris Jericho on the internet over who lip syncs.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's crazy. I was trying to think there's another band who. Oh, you remember Firehouse? Their lead singer just passed away too. I just saw that.
Really? Haven't heard.
Yeah.
I've
They were really good. I mean, 80s hair band. They were a really good band.
They were more like 90s hair band.
Yeah, 90s, 80s, 90s hair band. But they were really. I thought they were pretty good. I saw them live. Sounded really good. They sounded.
I have other songs on my playlist somewhere.
Yeah, baby, don't treat me bad. I mean.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, man, he was young too. I was trying to. God, when I was looking at his age, he wasn't that old either. He was.
I mean, probably like late 50s, early 60s, I would imagine.
Yeah, early 60s. He wasn't that old. He died. He had cardiac. Someone had a heart issue or something. You guys had a surgery and he had some kind of cardiac arrest or something. So.
Oh, that'll do it.
So it's crazy. Same day. It was the same time when OJ died. So it was that same week. A lot of them celebrities. When they start passing away, they pass away around the same time. I know he had I found out he had cancer. I think he had prostate cancer.
Unfortunately, he didn't get to suffer long enough.
Yeah. But crazy deal, man. But yeah, that's gonna be cool though, man. So y'all gonna get to go up there for a few days, get to the beach, go to the club, and all that. Let's see. 2016 was a bad year for celebrities. Yeah, Dave, it's been like a bad year, like every year, man. Since God, it's every year, man. We're losing people left. Last year was a bad year. We lost. Buffett died last year. Who else died? God, it was like Toby. I know Toby Keith died this year. I really, I was a big Toby Keith fan. I mean, that's sad too when he died because he was still on his prime. I mean, he was really too young to die. But there's some of them there. If that's weirdos. Somebody like him dies, but then you see some of these like you wouldn't expect. Now, if they said like Ozzy or something like, because Ozzy's in bad shape, Willie's in bad shape.
Ozzy's never gonna die.
Yeah, Ozzy lives forever. He's like Keith Richards. He's like Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones, man. He's like human skeleton, man. He ain't nothing.
Ozzy's been in bad shape for 15 years.
Yeah, but.
Because it's been like 15 years since he had the ATV accident, and he's
still
going out and doing stuff.
mention somebody old, man. I just seen Clint. They showed Clint Eastwood. They had his like 94th or 95th birthday. Boy, I hadn't seen him in a long time. Boy, he has got old. He is really
Old
old,
dude,
man.
94. You're,
Yeah,
you're
but
in that
he's
deep, baby.
still. Yeah, but I still think of Clint Eastwood from the Unforgiven, or what's the one he the boxing movie. I'm looking. I remember. He just like aged. I'm looking because I hadn't seen him in a while. I was like, damn it, I'm getting
Unforgiven
old.
was over 30 years ago.
I know, but you think of it. You grew up in that, man. It's like I forgot we're old, man. We're now old, man. We're like grandpas and old, man. We're old people now. So
You're right about that, David. Young people need to think about what kind of world they're going to leave Keith Richards.
yeah, man. I was
You're
like,
right
geez,
there.
please. But I was like, I saw it. I was like, oh my god, he is so old. I mean, I just think, every time you think Clint Eastwood, you just look at that badass, he's that badass from Unforgiven or Dirty Harry or something. You just don't, you don't realize he's that old already. Well, Harrison Ford too, man. Harrison Ford, he is.
Versus the 80s.
Yeah. Did you see? Oh, I mentioned him. Did you see the last Indiana Jones movie?
Yep.
What did you think about it?
I mean, it wasn't horrible. It was better than the Crystal Skull.
Oh, it was better than that one. It was just, it was like he looked old, man. Now that the aging part they did look pretty good, when he did that. But
Uh,
man, towards the end parts, it was like, man, he's old. He is old. It was
oh yeah.
like,
Well, I think you want him to look old. You want him to look old.
but I'm like, I don't think they're gonna make another one. I mean, they sort of acted
No,
like they were
that
gonna.
was it.
They
That he
grabbed
was
his
done.
hat. But I was like, yeah. I was
He
like,
went. He went. Like I said, he's like, I can't do it anymore. It's like I'm too old for it.
oh yeah, that was
But
why
this is the
they
last
did with
one.
Star Wars. That's the same way with Star Wars is, he just,
Howdy,
he
David.
just Dave, what's going on? Dave's from California. What's going on, Dave? It's another David said, young people need to think about what kind of world we're going to leave Keith Richards. Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's gonna outlive us all, man.
Oh God, yes.
Ozzy might too, man. Ozzy may too. Ozzy might also. Or and I was thinking of Ozzy when on Little Nicky, but thinking of Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler's going to do a Happy
I think
Gilmore
he's
too.
more well, yeah, of course, because
I
I can't.
saw that. I was like, and he looks old, and they was showing me. I mean, he looks old, and the guy does Shooter McGowan. I'm like, oh my god, that man really looks old. I was like, it's gonna be like the senior lead golf on this one. I think they waited a little too long for this.
Yes, David. We were talking about Harrison Ford there for a minute.
Talking about some Harrison Ford. Yeah, we were talking about how old he looked in that last Indiana Jones movie. He's looking pretty old. Well, we're gonna get to see him again here.
Yeah, the new Marvel, the
Next
new
year, he's
Avengers.
going to be the Red Hulk. He's going to be he's taking over Ross spot.
Yep.
I mean, that could, you know, that could work. I mean, that is an old character, and then when you do the Hulk, it's all CGI. So I mean, all you just need is his voice. As long as he sounds good on his voice, it's.
Yeah, Dave. I am also sick of sequels and reboots. Hollywood has no original ideas anymore.
Oh yeah, I know. I've heard now J.J. Abrams is trying to. It's not a reboot, but it's a similar thing to Back to the Future. It's sort of like I don't know what you call it. It ain't a spoof, but it's a reimagine. He said it's a reimagine of Back to the Future, and I'm like, just leave it alone.
It is the Star Wars and Indiana Jones favorite Ford movie.
Just leave it
Witness.
alone. Leave it alone. Every time they make a sequel to an '80s film or they ruin the classic for me. It's like they're talking about making another Gremlins. I'm like, no, just leave it alone. I
Like I
mean,
said, because they have no more original ideas. They
and
have no choice.
I don't know if it was a fake or something. I saw something the other day about ET2, and I said, God damn, please, don't just leave ET alone, man. I mean, leave ET alone, man, or something. At least some of these movies and classics just leave. Like Back to the Future, I don't want them to miss. I would love them to make a fourth one 20 or 30 years ago, but not now. Michael J. Fox is not able to do it. None of them they're too old to make it. So I
Well,
don't
that's
want to
not too
see.
old. I mean, physically, Michael J. Fox can't do it anymore.
Well, yeah, but I don't want. I've heard that what's his name? The guy that does Spider Man. They're talking about was talking about him taking up the mantle. What's his name? Fuck, what's his name? Yeah, the new Spider Man guy.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. I'm like, I know he looks sort of like chocolate. I'm like, just leave it alone. I mean,
No, no.
I don't want it. I just leave my 3 sequels alone. It's a classic. It's over on the shelf. I just leave it alone. Think of something new. Think of something new. I mean, they already like movies they ruined for me, like Independence Day. I mean, that was one of my favorite films, and then they did that god awful sequel, and then I was like, ugh. Now, every time they
Well,
do that, like,
the fact that they made a sequel, they made it 20 years after the fact.
yeah,
I mean, they literally went an entire generation between movies. It's like,
yeah. Said Witness is good. He said actually, I like Air Force One. Or wasn't Witness was
one wasn't bad.
yeah, but Harrison Ford was still, he wasn't young, but he wasn't like he is now. He was, well, that movie was made what, in the 90s.
Yeah, that was Danny's the thing.
90s, so he was in his, let's see, 90s. I'm trying to think how, I don't know
That was
how
like
old.
30 years
Maybe
ago.
his
So
maybe he was maybe he was in his 50s, so he was still, that good acting age, and I mean, he couldn't do it now.
Oh God, no.
Westworld season 2 was the biggest letdown for me. The first season, for me was off. I never even watched Westworld. Resurgent would like pretend it didn't exist. I'm with you, Dave.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I never got to, Westworld. I never got. I think it was on HBO. I never got to see it. Um,
I still remember the original
Resurgent.
movie, Westworld.
Well, that's just like the 2016 Ghostbuster, female Ghostbuster. That was, I don't even want to mention that one. And I don't know about this new one. This new one hasn't did very good in the box office, and I've heard mixed reviews. Some people like it, some people hate it. So
Well, I mean, the box office stuff nowadays is ever since COVID hasn't done
yeah,
jack. I know, because
yeah.
it's like, why go to the movies and spend $40, $50 for 2 people
Oh,
when you
exactly.
can spend away like a month or 2 and it's going to come on the streaming service?
Well,
You
Ronnie,
pay like and
I
watch
have
it at home.
six. I have six, man. That's a bill and a half, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's too much expensive to get in.
And that
That's
movie
not
better
like
be
people
good.
like popcorn and drinks and stuff like that.
Well, I don't have a feeder here too. I got to drive away the coast. That's a tank of gas, and you got to go
Yep.
eat. And that's a couple bills, man. And I said, because if we could go down here for the old $3 movies, but I didn't mind doing that, because even if the movie sucked, hey, I only lost $3. And then if I want to get
Exactly.
popcorn, I supported the popcorn machine. But dude, you go over and pay $15 to $20 now for just the movie, depending if you watch what quality of movie you watch it. And then the popcorn and the drinks is where they stick you at.
Mhm.
It better be a good movie. I'd be like LDG. It came on. He watched Matrix 4 and he demanded his money back. And I think they gave it to him too. He went and watched it IMAX, so he paid top dollar for it when it came out, and he said, "I want my money back." And they gave him his money back, and I don't blame him. I saw it on I think I saw it on Netflix or something. I wanted my monthly refund from Netflix after watching it. It was pretty bad. I told him I should do that.
I could have told you that.
Yeah, it was pretty damn bad. It was bad as that Wonder Woman '84 movie. It was just god
Yeah,
awful.
184 is better than the Matrix one.
Of Matrix 4, yeah.
Yeah.
He says, "I have a good movie theater memories. Make me a little sad. I guess has to be happen." Yeah, I used to love going to theater. Me and Ronnie, man, that was our
It
thing,
used to
man,
be
every week.
every
But
Friday night
dude,
was our thing. We went out to dinner and went out to the movies afterwards.
dude, Ronnie, what we paid in the past, me and you, in dinner, Applebee's, where we did, we could, oh, we did all that. The price of a damn theater cost down, man. It didn't cost that
Yeah.
much back
Well,
then.
dude, we always did Applebee's, then the
Yeah,
movies, and we went to Target afterwards to get like DVDs and music.
yeah, and we didn't pay. Man, what was it like? But it wasn't like you didn't bust your balls, in your wallet, man. Now it's like, dude, it's
And
like
that's
just to
probably
get
50.
in
We
the
probably spent
theater,
like $50 a piece.
just to get in the theater,
Total.
and then get a popcorn or a drink or anything. It's like, man, it's like, oh
I
no,
miss drive-ins too, Dave. I miss drive-ins too. Those were
oh yeah,
fun.
oh yeah. We used to have one here too, and we don't even have the club. We don't even have the club. It took over it,
Oh
and it's
God,
gone
thank
now.
God we finally closed 8 seconds down.
Now, yeah, it's gone now too. It's just a damn storage unit for trucks or something now.
Oh
They
God.
tore it. Dude, we lost. in our town, we have lost both golf courses. We've lost the racquetball courts. We've lost the movie theater. We lost the bowling alley, the skating ring, uh, multiple other restaurants and everything else. And it's like there's like nothing to do. That's the poor
Well, just
kids.
everything you did beforehand.
But damn it, it's like
That's
man,
why.
it's just
That's
like
why I left.
I thought when we were growing up, man, it was like man, there's nothing to do, man. But I'm like, damn it. I tell all these kids, they're like, oh, there was a bowling alley. Yeah, there was a bowling alley there. Oh, there was a golf course right there. There was a movie theater right there. There was the Cowboys there and there, but now it's gone. There was RG Caters there. We are getting a chicken place. We're getting a. You ever heard of Slim Chicken?
No, can't say I have.
There's supposed. I think there's one up in your Ocala, maybe. I think there's one. There's none around here. I think there's one Ocala, maybe in Panama City, and then the rest of my. It's I'm trying to think. It looks sort of like a Zaxby's, but a little different. They got wraps and stuff like that. So it's sort of like another Zaxby's. Like it's going where the Burger King. You know where the old Burger King was?
There by
Winn-Dixie. Winn-Dixie.
yeah.
They tore that thing down, man. It complete. That thing's been there like it's an ancient relic for 40 years, man. Yeah, they tore it down and they're putting it right there,
They tore Winn Dixie now.
right in front of you know right with the Burger
Oh,
King that was.
the Chinese place, the Spring Garden or
Yeah,
whatever it was.
yeah. The Chinese place that lasted for like a month or two, and then they closed.
That place was
I don't.
like 4 different Chinese places.
Yeah, then it's been sitting empty for like 10 years now. It hadn't been nothing forever. But yeah, it finally was caving in, and they bought it out. They tore everything, even the trees and everything. So it looks completely weird when you go by it because you've seen that old relic there forever, and then
Exactly.
now they need to tear down the old Taco Bell and put something there. But it's sort of like I've looked in the menu, sort of like a Zaxby's, I would say. It looked like familiar. I thought it was getting a Canes at first because they got one in Port St. Lucie. One thing about Canes, the chicken was good, but there's not. You have a selection of a chicken sandwich or chicken tenders. That's all they have. They don't have nothing else,
It's sticky.
and it's a little expensive too. It is expensive, but the chicken was
Everything's
good.
expensive now.
Yeah, but it was good. It's like it's okay, and it was like I mean I would the tea their tea is really good. They got some kind of different type of tea, but it was
Well, you're a
very good.
friggin' tea snob too, so you're like a connoisseur
I
of
love
tea.
tea.
You always
I
have
love
been.
tea. Yeah, but certain places had the teas are even better. The tea was really it was a different tasting tea, but it was good. It was really good. Yeah, I love tea. See, and I like people like
Well,
coffee. I love tea.
they use cane sugar for their
Yeah,
tea
it had. Yeah, I think it was like a cane type, but it was like a different flavor. It was really
because
good.
we have one of those up here.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a different taste was it? Yeah, see, I like people like coffee. You know how people like different. I'm like tea, man. That's one thing. If the meal could be so but long as the tea, the drink is, the tea's good, and it does satisfy me. If the tea's bad, if they
Um,
got sour old tea now, it's just pissed me off. No matter if we're in the middle of Hooters and you know, things are bouncing up and down from me, that just ruins it for me. So
then you have your priorities severely out of whack, my good man.
yeah, I
If you're in
know,
the
I
Whole
know.
Foods and you're pissed off because the tea's bad, you need
Right.
to get your
Well,
eyes
I don't
checked.
know, man. I don't know, man. I saw that thing the other day. They showed him a bunch of guys at Hooters now running. I was like, well, I'm not going to that Hooters. I was like, it's just there's like we can't get no. It was like they had a shortage of women waitresses, and they hired a bunch of guys in Hooter outfits. I'm like,
I'm
that's okay.
surprised Hooters even still a thing.
Yeah. Oh man. I went with a friend one time to Hooters, and we ended up getting a freaking guy, and dude, he went ate shit because he was like a person, was playing golf or something. He's a person who like goes to Hooters all the time. He went ape shit. He's like so pissed that he got a guy waitress. He went called the manager and says, "What the hell is this? I came in here for a girl with big boobs and a big butt and bounce them up and down, and you send me a guy out here." It was so fun. But yeah, that's what David says. Getting a second and out, that thing's growing fast. I said I bet everyone Had a story about 4 guys locked up in the trunk.
A big Oldsmobile trying to get out paying for the drive-in entry fee.
Oh yeah.
Not a big Oldsmobile, man, but I had a Toyota Starlet that you could put the seat down, had a hatchback,
Oh.
and you could sit there, and it had like this fake cover thing that would like cover the back seat, or it hooked to the back seat, so it looked like it was something covering it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're cram a couple guys in there, put that bad boy on there, drive in there, unhook it.
Oh lordy. They said last movie I watched was Shazam 2. It's been a while to figure. Yeah, that would ruin it for me too. That movie was okay, but it wasn't that great either.
Yeah.
Man, superhero
DC.
movies it's just what the hell, man.
Well, I mean, also
I'm
that was
not,
a DC. That was a DC one too. DC superhero
yeah,
movies. Yeah, I'm sorry, they do.
dude. I haven't. I'm not. I was talking to somebody the other day. I'm not excited about anything that comes out anymore. Man, used to, man. They could have had Mr. Hanky superhero movie, and I'd have been like there the first day. And, even like Ant-Man 2, man. It was like, dude, I was there when it first opened because you went right off of, was it Avengers Endgame, or was Infinity War, or what was it? That one. But
Infinity War.
now, it's like, dude, I'm not excited about. I mean, I want to see the Deadpool Wolverine movie, but I am still not excited as I was when Deadpool 2 came out. So it's just like,
Well, I mean, it's been. I mean, when you're going friggin' so many years between movies, it's hard to stay excited.
well, Marvel's too. The Marvel sucked. I mean, that movie to me just was garbage. And what was the one before that? See, Black Panther 2 was not that good for me. I didn't care. The Eternals was not that great. I didn't think. What's the ones before that? Thor 4 was terrible. I mean,
Well,
I hated what they did. Gore the God Butcher. See, they could have made that so good, and they ruined it, man. They ruined it. So I don't know, man. The Guardians 3, I like that one. I did like Guardians 3. I did enjoy the
I
Guardians.
haven't watched that one yet.
I still haven't watched Guardians. Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
That was
I'm right
James
there with
Gunn.
you, Dave. I'm right there with you.
I recommend that one. Guardians 3 was good. It was better than the second one. It probably it's not as good as the first one, because first one's, I would put it in second in the series, but it was good. At least of all the trash we saw for the whole couple years, it probably was the best movie. The thing. I mean, there was parts of it I wish I would do a little different, but it was good. I liked it. I did like that one. They did. James Gunn did it. So I mean, that's what I'm hoping. James Gunn turns around DC, man. I'm hoping this Superman movie that he's coming out is going to be good, man. And
I doubt it
I
because DC
hope, man.
is cursed.
I hope so.
DC has had in the last 10 years
Yeah,
has had
but
two decent movies. That was the first Wonder Woman and Joker.
yeah.
That's the only ones they've had.
Well, Joker is, they consider that a side project. Well, that Joker too. How about that one? You interested in seeing that one?
I haven't even heard anything about it.
With Lady Gaga? It looks like, I mean, it looks pretty good. Check out the trailer on that one. It
I
looks
haven't,
decent. Well, did you like the Batman movie with the last one that came out, the Batman? Did you like that one?
I liked how they did the Riddler.
Uh-huh.
That was good. I mean, I like DC villains have always been good,
Uh-huh.
but the DC heroes suck ass.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad as I was thinking it was going to be, but it was still a long way from good.
Yeah, yeah. I like the Penguin. I like how they did the Penguin. It was a long movie. The Riddler, I mean, I like the way they did the Riddler. He was a mean little son of a bitch, man.
Exactly, and that's how it should have been.
So I know they're gonna make a second one, but I'm hearing I don't know who. Well, they showed the Joker in the end of it. That's the deleted scene,
Yeah,
but I don't know. I'm hearing Clayface, Killer Croc, but it's 2-3 years away. They haven't even started filming yet, so
I know,
I,
man.
I don't know.
They're picking, they pick out friggin', villains that are like B villains.
Yeah.
It's like there's so many like good arch villains in the DC universe. Like, do some of those. Like, I was, oh yeah, so we're gonna do a movie on King Shark. I'm like, why?
Well, did you? Oh, well, here's the thing. Did you like the Suicide Squad, the second one that came out with?
The
The one
second was a
James
lot
Gunn
better than
did?
the first one.
But did you
Second
like
one,
Peacemaker? Did you like the Peacemaker show, the John
I didn't
Cena?
watch it. Didn't watch it.
You never seen it, dude?
Nope.
I'm not a big John Cena fan, but dude, that was the most awesome show I've ever seen. Dude, you got to check out if it's still on. I think Warner Brothers.
Yeah,
Check
it's
it
on
out,
Max.
dude. Watch it, man. You will freaking love it, dude. Just the music. They play. He is all '80s rock and stuff, but the music. You know how James Gunn is.
Mm-hmm.
The feeling of the what you're going through at that moment. He plays like the perfect music. He plays that. Well, Peacemaker has a thing with his daddy's. Goddamn, he's like a Ku Klux Klan guy, or he's like an evil villain, but he's a Ku Klux Klan guy that like abandoned his son and stuff. And they played that House of Pain song, dude. You know what I'm talking about?
The
Uh,
Brown.
Faster Pussycat. You know
Oh,
that
okay.
living. Dude, it almost made me cry. Dude, the way they played it and him, dude, it's just he's a genius when it comes like to music and movies. But you have to watch it. I love that piece. I wish they make a second season of that. I thought that was the best thing DC's ever did in a while. But like
We
the
know
Snyderverse, they ruined all that. I mean, they ruined that with the Flash. The Flash movie was such garbage.
I could have told you
Aquaman
that.
2 was garbage. Blue Beetle was okay, but it was not. It
That's
was.
like there again. It's like Blue Beetle. It's like really of all the freaking heroes in DC, it's like that's the one you want to
Yeah,
pull from.
well, Black Adam was not. To me, Black Adam was just poorly did because the CGI was terrible. I mean, The Rock's head was like bouncing all over the place, not on his body, and it was like, I was like, God, I mean, y'all cannot do better CGI than this. That's what ruined that for me. And it just the movie didn't really make sense either. So it was like it's such a letdown. It's such a letdown. But I mean, look at Marvel. That's why I can't understand why DC they have a chance because Marvel has fluttered so bad this lately. We're gonna get a new Fantastic Four, and they've already screwed it up already because they're gonna ruin the
Like,
Silver Surfer, and make it female, a female Silver Surfer. I mean, what the hell, I mean, what the hell is this?
yeah, it's well, they've already redone Fantastic Four twice.
Yeah, well, this is gonna be the
You know,
Marvel. This is the last. This is your last chance, and Pedro Pascal is Mr. Fantastic. But see, this is what's funny. They screwed themselves now because now he is not going to sign on for the Mandalorian, and they were going to do a Mandalorian movie. I know, of course, they put the mask on and all that, but he's not going to sign. So that screwed him over on this Mandalorian. So now Star Wars can't even get a movie out now.
Yep,
So it's like,
60 years of
dude,
comic book stories.
but
All
dude, it's like,
that's
dude,
right,
it's
Dave.
like, dude, it's like all of our things that we were had was precious to us when we were kids. Star Wars, Star Trek. They have literally ruined all of them, man. It's like how everything was like oh man that's movie meant to it, but dude
Did you
they
watch
just
on? I think it was on Paramount Plus. Did you watch the Picard series?
I see a little bit of it. I didn't care for it. I
Let's
saw a
say
little bit of it.
it started off as a slow burn. It got better,
Did it?
and then, like I said, it was really cool. Sprinkling throughout all the different episodes. We have like the old stars coming back in for like
Oh,
cameos.
okay. Yeah.
And it's like that. I mean, it's like, and I wasn't a big Next Generation fan, but
Yeah.
I like Patrick Stewart, so
Yeah.
I was like, so I give it a chance. I'm like, oh, okay, this is
I
pretty
saw a
decent.
little bit of it. I just never got into it.
Yeah,
I
like I
watched
said,
I watched one of the other shows and I didn't like it. I think that's probably why I didn't. I just Which one is the other one they have? It didn't make sense. It's the other series they had on there, Strange Worlds or something like that. It just like ugh.
oh yeah,
It just I was like, man, just give me back my original Star Trek or Next Generation. This crap. He said Baby Yoda was the star of the show anyway.
yeah,
Yeah, he is. Yeah, but he gets old after the
it's
first
pretty
two
bad. Yeah,
seasons. Baby Yoda gets old after. It's like Groot, Everybody like Baby Groot, but then he got old. It gets old after some. X-Men 97 was pretty bad as like I hadn't seen X. I see. I don't have Disney Plus anymore, but I heard it's pretty good, like the original X-Men uh cartoon back in the '90s.
oh yeah,
supposed to be pretty good.
That one was good. That one was good.
David said Peacemaker was good. Yes, it was, David. It was a good. I thought it was a damn good show. 6 years of comic book stories. All they have to do is cut.
Exactly. It's like I don't
Yeah,
why they don't do that.
dude. I wonder why we haven't had an Old Republic series or a movie yet. You know what the hell? You know Disney's got a gold mine and they don't want to. Why can't we have Darth Revan, Darth Bane, and all that? Why can't we have a movie with these guys? You
Oh,
know,
don't even get started on that.
come on, man. You got a gold mine sitting there, and and still that we're gonna have the acolyte with God knows what the hell that is, and some other crap. You know, I'm getting tired. This is the thing is, I want them to get out of this freaking Clone Wars period. God damn, every show they do is in the same time period. It's like, dude, just skip it and go to some a different time period. Go back, you know, like I said, go back in the old days or something different.
They can't because they don't they go if they go out of the era, then they lose a lot of characters they can use.
Yeah, I know. But I'm tired. I don't want to. I'm just tired of seeing. And I do not want them to go into the Ray period. I don't want this new Ray movie or none. Oh no. I'm
Well,
done with Ray. I'm
you're gonna be
done with
sorely
Ray.
disappointed.
I'm done with Ray. I'm done with that. I don't want to see Ray no more. I don't want to see the Emperor come back for the 7th time. I don't want to see all that crap. But well, guys, we've been at 41 minutes, and I got a red bar on my phone. So we must have been playing pretty good, doing pretty good lately.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, but well, Ronnie, man, this has been a good time, brother. We're gonna do this again, man.
Well, absolutely. Like I said,
And well, I'll try to get
my
it
night
on
weekends are usually
StreamYard,
free, so
and we'll try to do it on StreamYard. And we can maybe I can get Devin in and a couple of we can have some good old rock talk and stuff. And
there you go.
and good, man. Especially if you see this, this band, you get to meet them and become friends with them. Hell, that'd be awesome, you know. So that'd be really
Absolutely.
cool thing. What does it say? I hear some rumors they may consider recasting Luke.
Only if they wanted to kill whatever little bit of credibility they have left.
Yeah, I what are you gonna where are you gonna recast him at? I mean, they've already killed him. I mean, only place I see that's what this Thrawn. Did you see Ahsoka at all? I mean,
Yeah.
technically, Luke is still alive during that time period. I mean, it would be interesting because it would be like because originally in the books, you remember the Thrawn 3 books, the Higher the
Mhm.
Empire or something. I
Yep.
mean, he did instead of the crap that we got before we got the Ray Skywalker when he actually Mara Jade and all the things they should have did, the Ben Skywalker and all that stuff we should have had. But I don't know. They are just that's one thing I heard about this new this what's this acolyte film? It's called the instead of the Old Republic, we're getting the Higher Republic or something like that. It's supposedly
Yeah.
Yoda's in there, and they're gonna ruin Yoda now. So so who knows? It's just gonna be. I mean, I just don't understand when you got such a ease, and then they say, "Oh, we don't have no source material." There's plenty of damn source material.
There's more source material than they can shake a stick at. They just don't want to do it.
You just want to make it political and make some statements and just piss people off. All right, God, if you got people wanting to pay for stuff, then make the damn movie what people want. It's just they
You
just
might
want to
you
get
might
rid.
you might just make some money off of it.
I don't think they want to make money. I think I think they hate the product so much they want to ruin it. They want to see it ruined. They don't want to make money. They want to ruin it. That's all they want to do.
They're doing to piss off Lucas.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if
Well,
Lucas. I don't
they're
know if he
pissed.
likes what's happening or not. I don't know.
Well, they're pissed that they had to pay so much money for the franchise. They're gonna say, okay, we'll buy your franchise
Why?
for billions of dollars, and now we're gonna rent it to the ground.
Well, I heard that they said they lost money on the purchase of Lucasfilm. That they said that the other day. They haven't made. They actually lost money. I don't know. See how the hell even the three
They
films they
didn't.
made, they all made $1 billion. One made 2 billion, one made $1.5 billion, and the other made $1 billion and change.
They
So,
didn't lose any money
well,
for it.
I mean that, and then they had Solo, and they had what else? They had the Rogue One made $1 billion. That made $1 billion also, and they did make money off of merchandise before they just pissed people off. So they did make money, and they just not
Oh
making
yeah.
as much money now. I mean, they made their money back. They making money now. It's just where they were making $5, now they're making $2 or $1 on stuff
250.
now. They've just really depleted their value of their stuff. It's like a car. They ran that son of a bitch up against a wall a couple times and skinned it up and all that. But that's what they did to it. So it's like it's a shame. But I mean, if you have a franchise, which is like I haven't gone to Disney World in a long time. But they made that big ass Star Wars land that nobody wants to go to. It's because it's all about the new franchise, and everybody hates the new franchise. So they
Yeah.
wasted. Well, they canceled. They was gonna make a third one in France, and they canceled it. They were smart because those three movies they will not last the time. Nobody will give a crap about Kylo Ren and all that.
No.
In future, but everybody remember the Death Star. Everybody gonna remember Sky, all that, the Empire Strikes Back and all that. So, make it off of something that makes they built a big ass hotel. People, it was like a Star Wars hotel. They already closed it down. It was so bad because they were charging people like 5,000 a day, 5,000 a
Mhm.
day. Just sit there and it was half ass entertainment inside like a video game type thing. I mean, that's crazy. I can't see Disney trying to recuperate their loss. Who knows? They they just I was just
Yeah.
easier
Easier for Kenny to double down
double
than admit they
down.
blew their tackle.
Yeah, well, and then
They'll never
I
admit
thought
to
Bob
that.
Iger was gonna fix it, but he's goofing around too. So who
Oh,
knows?
Iger's not going to do jack shit.
No, no, it'd be better for Apple just bottom up and just start over and stuff. Who knows? Disney's ruined itself on all fronts. They've ruined their animated films. They've ruined their
Doing all of
Marvel. They've ruined Disney. They've ruined the parks. They've ruined it all. It's pretty sad. But well, guys, I'm probably gonna shut down because I just got a flashing light said I have 5% on my battery. So
Yep,
I'll be
it's
out.
about that
I'll
time.
be out in the dark here in a minute. If not. But
Literally.
guys, this is my good friend Ronnie. You don't have a channel, do you at all? You just got your just a
No, I have Netflix. That's about it.
Netflix. So he just got Netflix. We gotta get you a channel. We gotta get you start you a
I have,
channel.
yeah, dude. I don't have the stuff that you
Well,
have,
you just
dude.
come on when he's just gonna come on my channel. He's just come on
I,
my
I,
channel.
I'll just freeload off of yours.
You just come off mine. So what we're gonna talk about some rock. We're just gonna start bringing the rock and the music back like we used to. We used to talk about and
Yeah.
maybe some wrestling. Maybe some wrestling. Next time we're gonna talk about some wrestling. I didn't see WrestleMania. You probably did. You see it? WrestleMania.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. So next show, maybe in the next couple days, I'll hit Ronnie up. I can get some free time before. Maybe we'll talk about wrestling. I ain't seen it yet, but I did see some clips and stuff. Some things that happened. So we'd maybe dive into that and see what Ronnie's opinion on things is going to happen. Is wrestling what it is or what it was? I don't think it's as good as it used to be. Is it, Ronnie?
Oh, it's better than it has been.
Better, but not
It's a
as
lot better than it has been.
better. Okay, I might have to start watching again. I just got tired of it. Just bored.
Since Triple H took over, much better.
Since the McMahon's is gone,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
the TKO era is a lot better, huh?
Well,
So
no,
we
it's the
will let
Triple H era, not the TKO. It's the Triple H era.
the Triple H Rock era. I guess he's involved in it now too. He's
Well,
got
yeah, but Triple H still calls the shots.
Triple H. Okay,
Yep.
that's good. I always liked Triple H. I always liked Triple H. I thought he was.
I mean, Rock's on the board of directors, but he's half.
Yeah.
Triple H has the final say so on everything.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. He's always. I thought he always ran a good show. I think he was always.
Yeah.
Well, because Vince always screwed him over by getting rid of his talent and sitting, and they went
Mhm.
to EW and all that. So yeah, they screwed him over a lot of times. And he had his good talent, and the next thing they're fired the next day. So
Yeah.
crazy crap, crazy crap. But all right, guys, we're gonna let you go. I hope if you enjoyed it, please subscribe, share, like, hit that notification bell because if we're live, you'll know we're live. We're gonna try to do this again, and we're gonna try to. Well, maybe we'll do it on StreamYard, make it a little bit more. We'll do a little fancy. Maybe get some more people in here with us. Maybe get Devin, maybe Joseph, and a couple other people back in the days when we did the rock shows
Yeah.
and stuff. But
There you go.
right, brother, it's good talking to you again, my man.
You too, man.
I'm gonna go in and get me a shower. And I'm gonna get me some sleep.
Good luck.
All right, guys. Good night, guys. Peace
Right.
and be
See you
safe,
down the
and we'll
road.
see you on the next stream, guys. Peace out, guys.